Hi, peeps! It's time for another unboxing! So soon, you say? Yes, I know I've been very busy lately. It's been actually kind of fun. I have 3 items on the blah, 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 blah agenda today. And we're going to start with number 1. This cute little box! Oh my god, I love these cute little boxes. And I end up using them. I love these cute little boxes. I thought about buying a crate of these little boxes for myself to have, but it's like $71 and that's just not happening. Okay, so can you guess what this is? Do 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 do. Yep, it is most likely, possibly more the latest run of the RBT cards. So my handy dandy knifey hyphy. Here we go. I can't do it that way. I want to live and not cut myself, so we'll just do this. I'll slit open his belly. See, slit open his belly. All right, here we go into the unknown that's possibly known. It's paper! Oh my god! I have always wanted this paper! Here they are. Let's see if I got them right this time. I triple checked. Of course, I always triple check. It's like last night I went to pull out of the into the street and I double checked and there was literally not a car on the road. So I went to pull out and there was a car there and I nearly sideswiped it. I don't know. I looked both ways, but there's this business across the street from where I was pulling out into that the car could have been pulling out there, and because they gunned it, so it could be they were one of those careless types that get sideswiped because of stupid stunts. But I looked. Needless to say, sometimes double checking. We have our handy dandy packing slip. And then we have our cards. Well, that was handy. Bloop, bloop. See if I can get closer. Bloop, bloop. All right, we're going to open one. And I'm going to go through them, and you're going to have to just suffer, and we'll see if I got it right. I did not get it right. Playing with Fire still has that double number right there, even though I removed it. So does Presto Changeo. Let you see. I'm getting frustrated at this point because I actually deleted a whole bunch of data and everything. So either they used the old file, or you know, there's something in the thing, and I'm going to have to rebuild the card from scratch to get rid of the corruption. But that's it. That's the only 2 problems. So I'll flip through the cards, even though you might have seen it again. La 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 la. The sultry. It's the sultry. I was thinking about sultries this morning as I got out of bed. And then we're down to that. So I've got to fix them in again. Oh, how frustrating. Maybe if I don't know. I'll have to, it's just grrr. Grrr. Okay, that was the disappointment for the first day. Let's see what else I've got. First I'll put these in their cute little box. Put this paper back in the cute little box. And just for measure, I'll say it again. Cute little box. Okay. Now, I have, and I already opened it because I was like, what the fuck? This box. I have a bit. Anyway. Ironically, I'm allergic to my own cats. And I forgot to take my meds this morning, so I guess I better go do that. Anyway. Here we go. is in here. It is a music CD or 2 or 3. Remember I said that I had amateurly put out my own very own bad album? Well, here it is, the bad album. And a box on the floor. Ta-da! I now have official discography in the old-fashioned sense. The only thing about it so far is that, well, I like the cover. I had bought the rights to that image years ago for the, for the blessed day that I finally reached this point. I didn't know where they were going to put the barcode, and so I just kind of built the cover according to their specs because it didn't tell me where they were going to put the barcode. And so now the footer runs into the barcode, and there's not much I can do about it. So, oh well. If you're wondering, the back has a little filk I wrote just for the cover. It says, the CD and the drive goes round and round, round and round, round and round. The CD and the drive goes round and round, playing songs in surround sound. Okay, I guess I will open it. I have to listen to it anyway to see how much I hate it. I mean, how many of you out there, you want to do voice work and everything, and then you hear your voice and you hate it? That insecurity, which is a lot better than my grandfather, who, bless him, he loved me very much, but he loved the sound of his own voice. Yeah. So like I did this interview with him about the Great Depression as extra credit for this class, and he's recording it on his equipment. He had some really fancy equipment, and then I'd ask a question, and then he'd turn it and give himself reverb and turn his voice up. So he was God mode telling me about cutting down trees in the forestry program. Ram. So yeah, it's my grandpa. Okay, here we go. Oh, it fell out. Oh, that. Oh, here we go. Put that back. Put that back. I kind of like that. I like that. It's not shiny like the front because of the but it's nice and matte and is low key. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm a low key person. I mean, this is like as fancy as I'm probably gonna get. I just don't like a lot of clutter on my body. It's uncomfortable. I've got sensitive skin, so I can't. Anyway, yeah. Now I will, well, my CD-ROM, well, I replaced the CD-ROM so we'll see. I will play Eat and see how this works out. In the meantime, I am friends and, one of the people I publish. Well, I didn't have time for the meantime. Let's see what happens. La la la. You gonna play? It's thinking.
Hush, don't you cry, Maui Kawina Piwi.
That's not supposed to be the first one. It's supposed to be that one.
When you wake, you'll have cake.
Oh my.
And
it's playing track 6. Woo!
Pretty little horses.
Let's see here. Okay, why stop that, you stop rip. It's automatically ripping, and that created a bit of a problem. Alright, we're going to tell it to play track 1. It went to track 4. Track 1, damn you. I want to make sure the tracks are in order, you see. Sounds, Now I will set it at this level because I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure I mastered it at all the right levels, but gotta make sure. But that's the first one. Let's play the Mickey remix. It may be me singing, but because it's some somebody else's music. Technically, I just love it. Love what he did. And this is "Oh Child of Mine," and that is auto harp you're hearing. Yes. I play it in such a way that the other auto harp players are always after me to like learn, and it's like just encourages me to make harder. Sounds pretty good so far. Wind and Rain should be next.
Comes.
And it didn't. It did this damn thing. Okay. This is getting on my nerves. Listen, you, I don't want you to do random. Do not do random. It's not supposed to be random. And it's, but it went straight to 8. So I'm going to do number 3, Wind and Rain. Sounds like Wind and Rain to me. Yes, that's an auto harp again. And then next should be Wuthering Heights, the cover. And I did it legally too. And then Oh Death, which I'm fond of. And I did Oh Death actually at the request of one of the channel followers who thought I would, you know. But it took me years, literally years, to compile this. I just couldn't come up with a sound that I liked, and my lack of musical training didn't help. And so when I came out with this one, it was just the only thing that fit. Okay, track 6. All the Pretty Horses, which we've already established. Rising Sun Blues. Sounds like it. Yep. Rising Sun Blues. Badly sung. Very badly sung. But I'm going to move on. Okay, and then finally,
It Comes.
All right, so they're in order. They sound about the same level all the way through. I mean, it may sound like it lowered to you, but I lowered the volume so I could talk to you too. So, okay, I have a CD. I'll be doggone. Ah! All right, last order of business. I have to give you a story behind this. Joe Bethencourt was a filk and folk singer, and he was very prolific. Has a very large discography, and someone I know was his friend. And when I first started trying to recapture music and get it back in my life again, I did what many people do, and I started collecting musical instruments. I have various auto harps, but only one is working because I thought that, well, I didn't think, I do want to look into being a luthier. Auto harp luthiers are rare and far between. And I thought that it's just, I know it would be something I like to do. It's just right now, time hasn't been kind. So I have all these auto harps to work on. And, I started like picking up musical instruments because whenever I think of a song that I want to write or whatever, I hear the music in my head, but I cannot articulate it because I'm not artistically trained. And I would hear an instrument and, oh my God, that's in my head and I've got to have it. So I've been picking up these instruments. And when I was younger, I used to be able to play the recorder very well, and people put the recorder down. And let me tell you something, if you put it down and you're on my Facebook, you're going to be bombarded with a lot of beatbox recording and a lot of professional recordings with recorders in them, because the recorder is not, I mean, it's given to children because it's a good starter toy, but it is not a child's toy. You know, it is the parent to the flute. It is a fantastical medieval instrument, and you can do a lot with a recorder. You know, people who put the recorder down are just plain ignorant. I don't care how much music they play on their guitar. Same thing with the auto harp. There's a guitar shop down in Paducah that I went to looking for strings for my auto harp, and had to stand and listen to them put auto harps down, because apparently with an auto harp, all you do is pick up a strum and you're done. You don't have to learn it. And it's like, no. No, there are auto harp professional competitions, which you don't have with guitars. Why? Because with an auto harp, it's a completely different thing. Well, I don't know. They might have competitions with guitars. I might be wrong on that point. Don't quote me. But yeah, I mean, there's this woman that plays the auto harp. She's one of the national champions, and it sounds like she's playing 3 instruments at once. I mean, an auto harp is an incredibly versatile instrument that I haven't bothered to learn past strumming and beating to death with my stick. Because time, you know. I will eventually. But what I find myself concentrating right now is reclaiming the recorder, because that was what I was good at many years ago before having kids and setting my life aside for these kids. And yeah, it's great when your kids grow up to be your friends, guys. But whenever they grow up and they do like mine did, it's not so great anymore, because it's nothing but tragic instead. So anyway, that's okay, because tragedy is my friend. So I've been, concentrating on the recorder, because when it comes to learning a musical instrument, you can, you dabble in the others and you focus on the one, and then you get the other one down, and then you can concentrate on the others. So for musical instruments, I have the recorder, the auto harp, a psaltery, which the only reason why I haven't played with that, because I'm really dying to get that one into some of my songs, is because it's missing some strings, and I haven't found a good source for strings or anything yet. I'm looking. And I have an organ that someone gave me, which I do play on occasion. Also, I have a piano that cannot be tuned. It's a long story involving the the local guild of piano tuners and the lack of a free market. And now I've been meaning to do this one for a couple of years. Ready? A ukulele, a ukulele, a ukulele. Look at the, I'm told he glows in the dark. Now, when I ordered this ukulele, I thought I was ordering the ukulele that was shaped like a big alien head, because I could not resist something that looked like what Ganji would wear on his shirt. Ganji from my comic Akashic, in case you don't know. And they sent me this one instead. I was disappointed, but then I thought about it, and I was like, this one's a little bit more my style. I mean, I like skulls. People that like skulls and they like all this stuff, and I'm kind of a either or. I like a growing flower, or I like a skull. I don't like the rotting flesh in between. It's not tuned yet. I've got to make some time to do that today. But back to Joe Bethencourt. He played 47. He played a lot of instruments. And my friend, that was his friend, told me when I started deciding what instruments I wanted to learn to play, that I shouldn't. People were going to think I was an instrumentophile or something. And I should back off and not have so many instruments. So then I found out how much her good buddy played. And I called her up, and I was like, what is the deal? She's laughing at me, right? So then I saw the ukulele that I was going to order online, and I ordered it, and I called her up specifically to tell her, I have ordered an alien head ukulele, and there is nothing you can do about it. She laughed for a good 5 minutes. She thought that was hilarious. And I think that's hilarious too. So now I have this ukulele, and I haven't named him yet. I was making a joke that his name is going to be George, because I was going to love him forever and ever. I'm thinking of either naming him after the talking skull in The Last Unicorn, or I am willing to listen to name suggestions. His name will shift and flow over time, and it won't be an overnight thing. So you've got time to give me a suggestion if this month is, if you find this video and it's only a couple of days old. So, it'll be a while before I'm playing the ukulele on a CD, I'm sure. Because I'm still going to concentrate on the auto harp, the recorder, and the auto harp, yes, but the recorder. With the recorder, if I am having trouble with a note, or I don't feel like a tune sounds right, I pop over to the organ and I pick it out, and then I go back to the recorder. So the organ happens. When it comes to reading music, when I was little, they took out the music program from elementary school when I was in 6th grade. So, yeah. And I got a hold of the music books, and so that's how I learned to play the recorder. I taught myself to read music, and I didn't get past the elementary school every good boy does fine FACE phase, and common time is still common time to me. I know people call it 4/4 and 4/4, or or whatever they want to call it, but the old term is common time, and so that's the term I use, and I highly recommend you use it too, because it's an older term. And it's cool, common time. It's just so common, but it's not really that common. But it's been a hard haul, getting some of it back. Time, mostly time. But it's nice that now I'm at the point with the recorder where I'm opening up one of the Filking songbooks and I'm picking a song, and I am slowly going through it and having cats pile on me because apparently playing the recorder is like the Pied Piper for rats, but with cats. Fun times. So anyway, let me show you my CD one more time. And I have 4 of these in my shop. Okay, sounds like my husband's home. I'll talk to you later.